Hey everybody, we've got a big one here today. Although I say today, it's probably going to get split over several episodes here. Let's see. But this is the, I'll be reacting to the UCB ASSSSCAT Improv show from 2005. And this should be fun. I have not seen it in its entirety. I did see some clips back almost 20 years ago when it premiered, but I've not sat down and watched the whole thing, certainly not reacted to it. And I'm certainly a different person than I was 17 years ago as well. Just for anyone who hasn't met me or is not aware of me, my name is Bill Arnett. I've been improvising for about 23 years, long form for a good chunk of that, most of that actually, mostly in Chicago. I was the IO Training Center director for about a year and a half and did most of my teaching and shows around there. Was on some cool teams and had some cool opportunities, and that's that. That's me. I've I've been very fortunate to be able to do some cool things. I'm not a UCB teacher. I have not taken classes from the Upright Citizens Brigade. I have, however, worked with some of the principals, both on the UCB and some of the performers we'll see in this video. I'm going to have probably different language around some of the things that they're doing. I'm familiar with the style they're going for here. Finding the game is the buzzword, and I'll certainly have different language around some of that, but hopefully just as useful. In fact, perhaps having a bit different take might help some people. I know it's not contentious, but a lot of discussions online you'll see about how to play the UCB style and what is the game and all that. So yeah, this should be fun here. We'll be diving in. The ASSSSCAT format is going to be a monologue deconstruction. They're going to have performers up here telling stories and then scenes that take them apart. That's all deconstruction means. You have some kind of source material and then you chop it into bits, and whatever strikes your fancy, do something inspired by that. So let's get rolling. It'll probably be a long journey. This is a fairly long video. This was available on the internet, and certainly all the information will be in the description. And please like and subscribe. You know how that works. Here we go.
Okay. We're going to have two different monologists tonight, and that's a special, very fancy word for someone who tells monologues. Monologists. Tina Fey and Andy Richter are going to be doing monologues tonight. Tina's going to start, and all we need to get started to inspire us is one word, and then we never need anyone to yell out anything else again.
Ham.
What's that?
Ham.
Ham. First thing I heard, ham.
Ham. Okay. Ham. Ham makes me think of a country food. I grew up in the suburbs of Philadelphia, and we didn't eat, and my mom is Greek American, and we didn't eat a lot of ham. It's sort of, to me, it's a very white people food. And I went to school in Virginia, and there was a lot more ham down in Virginia. I had a roommate down there who actually used to eat ham salad, which is chopped up ham in mayonnaise, which I think probably in World War II was used to chase Jews out of the ghettos onto trains. Ham, the behavior, the personality trait. We're like, oh, he is a ham. He loves to perform. Just get out there. And I've never been that type of person, even though I ended up being a performer.
This is fine. You're doing great. No notes. No notes.
For a big portion of my life, I was never a person who would just get up and perform for a group of people who did not want that. I grew up outside Philadelphia, and there was this local show in Philadelphia called the Al Alberts Showcase. And it was on Saturday morning. Anybody know it? Saturday mornings, and it was mostly kid performers, and they would come out, and they were singers or dance troupes. And it was a lot of like 13-year-old girls dressed like 6-year-old girls, like just hanging on to like a big pinafore dress, like, I like being a girl, just like still trying to get some role in Annie somewhere. And I would watch it because I was super jealous of it, and I wanted to be on it so bad. But I would make fun of it at the same time. And this guy, Al Alberts, he had been a singer in the 50s in this group. And the thing with that show was that they had, he had discovered Andrea McArdle, who was the original Annie, I think, and he had discovered her on that show. And from that moment on, every week was just a clawing, desperate attempt to find another one.
That's great.
This is great. Generally, I should probably say this as well. What I'm already going to be looking for, generally when we have monologue deconstruction shows, this show or Armando Diaz show, the players are going to have ideas. And in fact, you saw several players jump up aggressively or already sitting chairs, already ready to go. Very common for something to see. And in fact, we're probably going to get what I'm going to call a follow me initiation. It's probably going to be a fairly heavy-handed, not heavy-handed, a very thorough, thought-out initiation with lots of things. Essentially saying to your partners, follow me. I have something. I have more than just, I'm going to stand here and pantomime cooking. It's going to be a thought-out idea. We might see that as the scenes go along away from the monologue, like distance from the monologue, that the initiations might become less and less of a follow me type nature. That's not a judgment, that's just an observation. Now, knowing UCB's style, what we're probably going to see is, we had mentioned the game of the scene. I'm going to call it the frustration game. If you want to talk about what does game mean, what does game not mean, we could have a lot of discussions about that. But I think what is not up for discussion is that frustration is what's driving 99.5% of what we would all call a classic UCB scene. Frustration is different than anger. Frustration is different than it's different, and frustration plays really, really well. So going into this first scene, and again, I know a few of these cast members, and fairly confident we'll get some good stuff here. But I'm already expecting a heavy follow me initiation. Let's see what we get.
Why don't you just have your daughter sign the sign-in sheet, and she'll be in line to audition, same as everybody else.
Okay.
He said I could sign up, Daddy.
I know. Go ahead. Keep turned out while you sign. So, I manage my daughter's career.
Oh, well, I think that's great. I think that's great.
Thank you. I had a good time too.
Look, I know a lot of these roles are won by casting couch hanky-panky. And
stop the audition. That little kid in the thong is dynamite.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Look.
Whenever.
We got another one.
Bring in old Plain Jane whenever you get a chance.
This is very, very nice. I think, again, what we might associate with what is funny in this scene, the ridiculousness, hey, that kid in the thong was great, disgusting, that's gross, but it's being reacted to with some very solid acting and some very reasonable acting. Sometimes people say, well, I wasn't a character, I was too close to myself, so that doesn't count. It counts. A reasonable person is just as much a character as any ridiculous young lady auditioning, and the ridiculousness of that. Just someone being reasonable. And I think sometimes improvisers have a hard time just doing your job, being the dad, being the casting person at a small clip here. Now we've got some anger here, a dad who I'm sure wants to make sure their kid gets a slot. Let's roll it back and see what we have.
Bring in old Plain Jane whenever you get a chance.
I just want to let you know what
He's
she's
seen a
up
lot
for.
of people today.
I'm gonna knock his socks off.
We cut to inside the audition.
Okay,
Here's my headshot and resume.
You look a little fat in this picture.
oh yeah. Television's gonna add another 30 to your face. Okay.
But I'm 6.
Could you roll up your pants a little bit? Give us a little skin? Right?
Right. This guy's a genius.
Okay. Cameras ready?
Yeah, could you just look at the camera and say your name, please?
My name is Tiffany.
Okay, now could you state
With
your
an
measurements?
eye and a lollipop over the eye.
State.
Again, this is very simple, and I think sometimes that it can be difficult for people to just let's just go through the beats of an audition as they would occur. All the jokes here, some snide comments and some inappropriate comments aside, the structure of this is just an audition, and sometimes improvisers have a hard time of let's just play the beats out. Having a strong context like this is wonderful. You know what's coming next. She's in the midst of slating her name right now, and then they'll have her do something. And what it means is, if you don't have anything funny to say, if you're not sure where something is going, well, we can just play out the beats of this audition, and that's just a powerful tool to be able to do. Let's see how this continues.
Pop over the eye.
State your measurements, please.
12, 12, 12.
Okay. Now, please remember, the ship is going down and you're running around looking for your parents. This is a very sad.
I'm going to be using sense memory for this one.
Great.
All right, this is real. No crocodile tears, you little jerk, okay? I want real.
I got an idea.
Thank you. This guy's a genius.
Okay, this ought to be good.
That's right.
Listen, Tiffany, if he hits you again, could you stay on camera, please?
Thanks, Mark. Yeah.
And start?
Yeah, start.
I'm getting a boom shadow on her face.
Hit her with
Makes you
it.
look thinner. It's okay.
Hit her with the boom.
Boom.
Where is my mother? Where is my
Whoa. This is not a musical. This is a very...
Again, that was nice, and again, we're just going to live inside the model of this audition, and it's a well-trodden path. I'm sure all of the performers on stage and much of the audience has been through an audition process, and that's just all we're going to do. And people are going to have some little jokes along the way. The only real consequential behavior, I guess you could say, the creepy casting people, Rachel Dratch's auditioner. Was certainly a big over-the-top fun character, but everyone else had little affectation. But that doesn't mean they were not improvising or didn't have a point of view.
Hang on.
We know that there are Jews in there. I just heard you say hang on.
Tone down the reading, okay?
All right.
Hi, no Jews here, just a couple of regular white breads.
Jews are white, my friend. That is not a good excuse.
Where are you from? You have a strange accent.
I am from here, Germany. You are the one with the strange accent.
We're,
Jewish accent, maybe.
No.
I'll be honest, this is my first raid, so, go easy on me.
Oh, well, there's nothing raid here. There's...
Again, incredibly simple premise, and let's just play out the beats of this premise. It's something that sometimes I think players may want to be creative with the premise or some outlandish situation. Not that this isn't outlandish, but it maps over a very straightforward, horribly tragic situation, and we're just going to play this out until something comes along.
Nothing.
There's nothing raid here?
Nothing to raid.
You're speaking backwards. That's Hebrew.
Can I get you some German wine? We love German wine. Or some Spätzle. We love Spätzle.
Or you want to help us control banking?
Very interesting. What you are doing there? Landing a plane? What's going on?
No, I do know semaphore, but I wasn't landing a plane.
Semaphore, huh?
Yeah, that's not Jewish, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's a new Heil.
Oh, I like that. I always thought the one was off balance.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're not Jewish, right?
No, sir. No.
Again, these first two scenes have been mostly real simple situations with clever improv or clever performers. Clever performers being clever. I don't think we've seen what I would call a classic frustration game scene. I said I'll be on the lookout for it, and I'm 0 for 2. Not that what we've seen has not been entertaining or fun, but these first two scenes have leaned pretty heavily on the wit and charm and individual talents of the performers. Let's see what we get next year.
All right, so good, and the talent show is going to start, everybody. We're really excited about some of the local talent here. We haven't had a chance to review any of the acts yet, but...
I think I walked out early.
Oh, you did. You did walk out early, but...
That's my son.
Good for you.
That's my son.
What's your name, sir? And what's your talent?
Benjamin,
And what's your talent?
I can do half magic tricks.
Ooh, that's something. All right, Benjamin, whenever you're ready.
Come on, Benny. Play to the back of the room, just like...
Okay. Okay. As you see, here is a top hat. Okay. And now I'm going to put this rabbit into the hat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whoa.
Again, very silly, very fun. We started this thing off with, again, another follow me initiation. Hey, here we are at this talent show. People are going to come up. The structure of this scene, most likely, we've got a group scene. People are going to come up with their not talents and show them off.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, do we have a next talent? Anyone like to try something? And your name, sir?
My name is El Mysterio.
Oh, El Mysterio. And what is your talent?
I do the second half of magic tricks.
Well, this is going to be quite a talent show. Let's see.
And the little mouse that is in my pocket is now there!
Boo!
Anyone else? Yes? Talent. Your name?
My name is Tiffany.
Excellent, Tiffany. And what are your measurements?
12, 12, 12.
And your talent?
Singing and dancing.
Fantastic.
And I am the Magnifico.
And you are?
I'm going to make Tiffany disappear.
Fantastic. Is Tiffany aware?
I didn't know he was going to be here.
Whenever you're ready.
Where is my mother?
We'll be right back.
Coming up next.
All right. I wasn't expecting a commercial break, but I guess there are commercial breaks here. I'm going to let this roll, and we'll...
Andy Richter talks about cool...
And I'll just cut out this out, so you'll expect a break now.
Monster.